So let me
Okay.
record it here. Okay, this, you guys, is our team Zoom call. And I was just talking to Darcy, who is relatively new to our team, and letting her know that we typically have these calls the second and fourth Wednesday of the month at 11:30 Mountain Time via Zoom. Because of my mom's illness, we have been not having those as regularly as we normally do because I've been in North Dakota and it's been challenging to be in front of a computer. But that's, if you could block those times out, it's typically the second and fourth Wednesday of the month at 11:30 Mountain, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern time. I don't know that we have any, we do have a few Pacific, so 10:30 Pacific. Okay, let's start out by just talking a little bit about the capsules. We don't have very many people on today because of weather and other things, but have you noticed, Kay, that capsules are different the last few months? We've talked about this briefly, but
I have not.
You have not noticed it. Okay,
No.
I have. So let me tell you guys what's going on and what's going to be happening. They had changed our capsules to vegan because we have some vegans out in the world there that didn't like our capsules, because our original capsules, because they were made out of gelatin, which is some sort of a hoof from some sort of an animal or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we went to a vegan capsule, but for some reason they decided to try, what's it called? They decided to try cellulose instead of the tapioca capsules. And the cellulose capsules have been causing a strange smell, a strange taste, and they've been getting stuck in people's throat. And I have been witnessing all of that, by the way.
Oh.
And so if you guys are witnessing or having problems, complaints about any of those things, just so you know, they're well aware of it now. I'm not sure why they weren't aware of it before, but they're aware of it now. We're going back to tapioca. They were hoping to go to tapioca in March, but basically, as you know, it'll be when their supply is gone. However, if anyone is complaining, saying they can't take them for any reason, you can have them send them all back, and they will send them a brand new shipment with the tapioca ones because they are available. Okay, so they will make it right for anyone that's complaining, saying I just can't deal with this. So just so you know, please make sure to if you have team members, for those of you watching the recording, if you have team members, please make sure they know that if they've got issues, because people are losing customers because of it. So we want to make sure we're making it right. Okay, so I want to make sure that everybody's aware of that. Any questions from you guys on that?
They are really good about, I had a customer that had complained about it, and they are really good about swapping them out.
Mm-hmm. And even if they've got half a bottle gone, they'll swap out the whole thing. So they always go above and beyond when it comes up. They do not want customers that are not satisfied. So they are definitely going to be helping us out in that area. Okay, salad in a jar parties. It's something that we have been doing in Colorado Springs from time to time on a regular basis. I've hosted a few. Kay's hosted some. Jennifer Taylor has hosted several. The new thing out there now is Buddha bowls. Do you guys include Buddha bowls in your diets already? Do you know what they are?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And Kay is shaking her head.
No.
So
what are you saying though? Buddha?
Buddha. B-U-D-H-A, I think. Buddha bowl. Buddha bowl. So what they are is they're basically vegan or vegetarian, healthy, typically for lunch, but you can do it for dinner too. So I looked up the definition just so I could be able to describe them to you properly. They usually consist of whole grains, plant proteins, veggies, both raw and roasted, beans, legumes. You serve them over a little bit of bed of greens, whether it's a spring mixer or anything else. And then lots of times they include a sauce, like a peanut sauce, a tahini sauce, a curry sauce, a coconut, some type of thing. Darcy, have you experienced anything else with the Buddha bowls?
I've seen them actually where they've added like either cauliflower rice or rice, just kind of added onto it, and then herbs.
Yes, and so many times, I forgot to mention that, good point. So they oftentimes include rice, either a brown rice or they include quinoa, is another grain that they use. Yeah. So now people are hosting Buddha Bowl Buddha Bowl in a jar parties. And
Oh,
so they have people bring ingredients for Buddha Bowls, and then you simply dump those out. You put the sauce on the bottom, and then just like we do the harder, and then the roasted, and then the lettuce on top. And so when you dump it out in a bowl, it's all set to go, and voila, lunch is served. And so I've been communicating with a gal, and she's given me all the scoop on how to host them. So I'm hoping, with my mom being ill, it's challenging committing to things, but I'm hoping that we're going to be starting Bootable in a jar parties. And really that is connecting with the millennials and the younger generation. They're really all excited about it. My niece Taylor has been eating Bootables and telling us about them, for a couple of years already. Now I saw that we're doing them in a jar. So I just want to let you guys know that they're a thing. They're fun. And if anybody wants to host, like Darcy, if you want to try it in Texas, I've got recipes. I've got how to do it. The gal gave me the scoop on how they have people bring things and so forth. So I've got all of the scoop, all of the details if anybody is interested in hosting a Buddha Bowl in a jar party. So stay tuned in Colorado Springs. We're hoping to be able to do, I've already talked to Jennifer a little bit about it. She's excited about it. So we're hoping to bring those to Colorado Springs very soon. Okay, questions on that before we move on?
David and I actually went out and had a Buddha Bowl in Dallas after we dropped you off.
Thank you. Fun. Yeah, I think there's places here in Colorado Springs that probably serve them. I don't know. I've never gone out for a Buddha Bowl, so but I gotta believe that they're so we'll see. Okay, Sacramento. The Juice Plus Live Conference is coming up in April. You guys, it's not too late to get your tickets. The cheap tickets that are $50 off are available through Friday. There's lots of free tickets out there for those of you that have won some free tickets because you've done your HLP during the promotion that they've been hosting, the Come Join Us incentive promotion. Lots of reasons for you to come. We were in Tampa this fall, and I was just looking at the video, and we just had so much fun, you guys, along with what we learned. Just being able to walk up and talk to these doctors and health professionals and other people about, and talk about what's on your heart, ask them questions, learn from the best of the best. It really is worth your time. And think about coming if you haven't decided already. There's several of us that are going to go. We have a couple of rooms, and we still have rooms in our rooms. So if you decide you still want to join us, let me know and we can talk. Speaking of the Come Join Us incentive, it goes through the end of March. And if you guys are not aware of what that is, basically, if you sponsor someone that does a brand new HLP, the person that does the HLP not only gets the $100 bonus, but they get a free conference ticket. So Darcy got a free conference ticket. And then if you are the sponsoring rep, if you sponsor 2 of those HLPs, and I was able to do that, Lisa Wolf and Darcy both were direct to me, I also then earned a $100 bonus for sponsoring 2, and I get a free registration for the boot camp this summer. Or I could go to a regional or a boot camp, and our boot camp, I think, is $200 or so, something like that. So again, that's still on until the end of March, so you can still sponsor that. It's pretty straightforward to get someone to an HLP. It's 500 points and three different addresses. Their order plus 2 more, and they're doing an HLP. You do 2 of them, or you do sponsor 2 people to do that yet by the end of March, and there's some nice cash in it for you as well. So think about that, you guys. It's still out there. Okay, I want to then remind you guys of some of the tools that are available, especially since we've got several new team members that will be watching this or attending today. I want to remind you of some tools that you want to be using for your business. First of all, are you guys all aware of the Monday night call? It's a company-wide call, actually. and it's for brand new reps that you sponsor. And it's not a how-to getting started call, but it's more of a mindset, if you will. That's available on Monday nights, and the information is in our Mission Possible Facebook page. So the graphic is there, the mem is there with all the information. And again, for anybody that is a brand new rep that starts on your team, or if you want to check it out and see what you learn, it's every Monday night. Also on Tuesday nights, every Tuesday night, this is sponsored, I believe this one's sponsored by the Peak team, but it's excellent. I've been on there several times and love the information. That's the product call that's sponsored. That's every Tuesday night. Again, that ma'am is in our on our Mission Possible page. So go ahead and check that out. So, you know, any brand new prospect that you want to bring on to learn more information, or if you've got an existing customer that wants to learn more, I just loved the information. They've got a really great script that they basically follow and then add their own information. So those are two tools that I think if you're not using already, you need to be using. Also, reminder that for our team, which our team is called Mission Possible, I want to remind you guys of the Facebook groups we have and how to use them. So we have something called the Mission, it's Mission: One Simple Change, okay? Mission: One Simple Change is a customer care group. It's our tribe. And it's not really even a customer care group. It's more of a healthy living tribe is what I like to call it. So for anyone in your life that is wanting to get healthy, maybe they haven't made it a commitment yet to Juice Plus, but they're just wanting to get healthy. They want to kind of tag along to see what you're up to, or, you know, get some recipes, maybe some ideas, maybe some exercise tips, that, you know, any and all of those things you'll find on there. That's in our Mission: One Simple Change page on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. You can add them to it. It is a private group. It's not a public group, but you can add them as part of being on there, and we'll approve them. And we try to do things like Motivation Monday, Tasty Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Transformation Thursday, and Fitness Friday, and then the weekends are kind of, you know, whatever. We try to follow along with those themes, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. You as reps, I encourage you guys to post anytime, but we're also looking for more reps to take a day. Like Deanna Heisler takes Motivational Monday, and Sarah Vinn is doing the Tasty Tuesday. She posts a recipe every Tuesday. So if anybody out there would like to volunteer to do one of the other 3 days, I typically post most of those days. Occasionally somebody else does. Or if you just want to do some random posts, we love that. And we do post about Juice Plus, but we post about all kinds of other things too. So they get a little Juice Plus, they get a little healthy living, that type of thing. So the more of us that, and oh, by the way, the more of us that post, your peeps will see, because if you're not aware, Facebook does not do a nice job of letting our peeps see what we're posting. And so if you're posting, they're going to see your posts at the very least. But also as a reminder, make sure that when you add any of your people to any of these groups that I'm going to talk about, you make sure they are looking at their notifications. And if you don't know how to do that, let me know and I'll teach you. But the default now for notifications is show them a random one occasionally. It's not all posts. So they're not even seeing some of our posts, you guys. And even when I'm tagging you guys, or when people are tagging me, I'm not even seeing all those. Facebook does not make this easy. So we need to do whatever we can to make sure they're seeing our posts, and then occasionally just reaching out to them, say, hey, I don't know if you saw this post, or I don't know if you saw this event, or you might just have to follow up, because you can never, ever assume when you're putting stuff on Facebook that people are seeing it. It's just pretty disappointing.
I have a question. Are you saying mission goal, like GOAL?
Colon.
Oh, colon.
I'm sorry. Mission
colon one simple change.
Thanks for that clarification.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Then the next group that we have just in our Mission Possible team is just called Mission Possible. And that's our team care group. That's just for team recognition, team, events that we're having, any kind of information from Juice Plus that we need to share with each other. And I encourage you guys, if you've got team members that are doing fun things like any promotions, if they just got an order or they got their first customer, go ahead and post about your team members. Let's give each other recognition when we can. It takes a little bit more time, but I think it's going to make it more fun for our team, as well as providing information on that. So I really want that to be used for recognition and sharing information. And then just especially for the new people, I want you to understand that our team, Mission Possible, hosts a monthly shred group. It's a new group each month. And in order to be able to find that, if you don't know what the new name is each month, if you go out and search with a plus sign, so it's the plus, and then it's shred 10 space, and then it's either the full name of the month. For April, it'll be APRIL, or it'll be, if it's February, it's FEB. We'll abbreviate if it's an obvious abbreviation. So if you type that much in there, you're going to find us. And then go ahead and go to that group. I'll try to add you all. For all those of us that are interested in the shred group that are on our team, I typically try to just go ahead and add you so that you can add your customers. As a reminder, nobody gets added to that group, especially not necessarily if they're not team members. I want team members to be able to see what we're up to. But if they're not team members, nobody gets added to that group until they place their order for the shakes and the capsules. They must do the shakes and capsules, and we keep that pure. We keep that, to shredders only. If they don't want to do the shred with the shakes and the capsules, then we put them into our One Simple Change group, and we try to help support them there, but we do keep our shred groups pure. There's typically anywhere from 20, 30 to 60 or 80 people a month that join that group. So we really want to keep that to the shredders and make that active. And also as part of that, then if you're shredding with us and supporting other shredders, please help support by taking pictures of your shakes or your capsules, commenting on the posts and telling us your progress, that type of thing. We appreciate your support in any way you can to help us do that, because it does take some resources every month to be able to do that. In March, I wanted to again do a shout out to Sarah, Vin, and Lizzie Roberts. They're the ones that basically did the shred for the March group. So thank you, gals, for doing that. And again, as a reminder, any of those groups, make sure your notifications are set to all, whether if it's Mission Possible or the shred group, or you're not going to see a lot of the posts. It's kind of crazy. And even when you go back, if you notice, you go back in the group and try to see them, sometimes they don't show up. Sometimes I'm looking for a specific post that I've posted. I can't find it. I don't know. Facebook. If they weren't so darn expensive, oh, I guess they're too free. Okay, well. Okay, and again, this is more for the new people, but as a reminder, 2 websites out there that all of us should be using. The first one is healthylivingrevolution.com. That's a site for all the resources we can share with anybody we're talking to about healthy living. So even if they're just prospects, send them there. I love our cookbooks. They've got great workouts there. They've got great webinars on trending topics there. Lots and lots of really great resources. So make sure you guys are using that. Again, their cookbooks are our cookbooks that we use every single day in our house. Well, okay, Dennis uses them. I don't cook. But anyway, he uses them every single day. And I love the recipes because I eat them. So make sure you're using that one. And then thefreedomrevolution.com is for brand new reps that are just starting, or you send them there if you are talking to someone about our mission. The first thing I do when I talk to someone about a mission, they're excited about maybe joining us, maybe getting their product at a discount. The very first thing I do is send them this link, thefreedomrevolution.com. And have them take a look at the video on the front page, and then there's videos on the bottom by category, if they're a teacher in the military or, in prime time, whatever. And then once they join the mission, then they're going to go to the resources. And so let me talk about that. On both pages, if you go to both pages, so the healthylivingrevolution.com and the freedomrevolution.com, in the lower right-hand corner is a little gear. If you click on that gear, it's going to want a password. And on both pages, the password is revolution. So on the freedomrevolution.com, that's for brand new reps. There's several videos that walk them through how to get started. There's a getting started guide and all kinds of great resources there to help them get started. And you as their sponsor should be walking through some of that with them as well. Okay? On healthylivingrevolution.com, those resources are more like graphics and videos and shred 10 resources and that type of thing. That's all behind healthylivingrevolution.com. So, and I just want to clarify, it's always 3 words. This is how you can help remember this, because one of them uses the and the other one does not. So it's Healthy Living Revolution, 3 words, and The Freedom Revolution, 3 words. Hopefully that'll help somebody, because sometimes it can be confusing. One uses the other one doesn't. So Healthy Living Revolution, The Freedom Revolution.com.
I like that.
Hey, little tip.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
I know, because I get so confused.
Yes.
Any questions on that? One more resource I want to tell you about, make sure that you know about, and this is not for brand new reps. This is for after you've been around for a while. You know, if you give, and this is for all of us, if you give someone too much information when they get started, it just gets very overwhelming. And for many of us, we get overwhelmed and then we quit because we don't know where to turn. There's too many resources, it's too difficult, it's just too much, and so you just decide, I don't want to do this, right? So you really want to be very careful about overwhelming brand new reps when you sponsor them. But for some of us that have been around for a while and we're ready for more information, or we're looking for resources that are not found in the other 2 resources that I gave you, there's another website called missiondrivenmodel.info. Again, 3 words, mission-driven model, but it ends with .info. This is way more information than you're probably ever going to use, but really great information on all kinds of things. And so when you've advanced and can't find what you're looking for on these other sites that I told you about, that's when you're going to head to missiondrivenmodel.info. So I just wanted to have this in a recording as well, and make sure when we get new reps that maybe have them listen to this call so they just have all those resources in one place, because you know, I want to make sure we're using these tools and making this easy for us to share our mission. Questions on that, guys? Okay, so the next call, or the next time we're supposed to meet, is the 27th. I'm hoping to be back from North Dakota. My mom has chemo again next week, so I leave on Saturday. I'm hoping to be back to do the 27th, and that'll be the last Zoom call that we have before we go to conference in Sacramento. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you all then. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we can say goodbye if you guys have any questions.